everyone. There seems to be some unnecessary controversy, shocker, surprise around some comments that were made on the show this morning. Where the controversy should really lie is the fact that we have children in this community who are fighting in our schools and assaulting each other every single day. But of course, that's not what's being debated in Sherry Ann's group. Instead, people have time to talk about, oh, somebody named Monica name was called, which that's not true. I don't know who Monica is, but if it's the same person as Monica, it was simply making reference to, her sharing something from Carmela yesterday, which I addressed yesterday. But let's put all of this in context and just try to end this argument because there's zero need for it, okay? First and foremost, no one should be commenting. There's a group of 240 people. If y'all think anything you say in that group is private, you've got to be joking. I have eyes and ears everywhere, and some of the same people who are part of group administrators would be the same ones sending me stuff all the time. So please, do yourselves a favor and keep your mouth shut. Because as is often the case, when you open Pandora's box, you don't know what's going to pop out. So I would say that to all 244, 245 of you. There's no such thing as privacy in a group. I have experienced that myself and my list, and I don't operate a group because I don't want people back and forth with each other. I'm in the news business. It only needs to be one directional. I send it out. Everybody receives it. If somebody responds to me in my list, it comes directly to me and nobody else. I don't have that time in the day for all the chatter that some of you seem to have nothing else to do but chatter. Okay? Secondly, so don't expect no privacy in no public group because your group is public. There's no such thing as a private group. So I would say get over your feelings about that. Secondly, what I said on the show this morning, if you didn't even take the time to listen to what I said, I don't think you should be commenting on it, first of all. You at least need to take the 5 minutes and listen to that particular segment to see what I said. Once again, I was talking about the issue of our kids fighting in school. And I brought up, like groups like this, how people will sit back and hear these conversations and look at these conversations and have nothing to say on important topics, right? And even when other people are trying to attack the messenger, myself in this situation, talking about certain issues and the degradation of our society, if a woman can walk around with her breasts and nipples hanging out in a photo on a boat party, and you guys don't see anything wrong with that, the irony of it, even YouTube saw something wrong with it and blocked me for the thumbnail alone that I used. I'm now blocked on our primary YouTube channel for a whole week. And the likes of my sister can put up foolishness about, I need to mind my business. It is my business when our society continues to be degraded down to the dogs. And that is impacting everyone in this community, including our children. You think our children are not being impacted by this low-grade dance hall lifestyle? And the Caymanians that are up for importing all this foolishness from everywhere else? It's so funny because we never want to hardly import anything good. When was the last time Caymanians adopted something good from overseas and tried to import that? No, we're always importing riffraff and trash, including people and their bad-mindedness and their bad ways. Think about that for a minute. So the conversation came out of that, which was in your group yesterday. And yes, I saw the messages. And believe me, anytime I want to have access to any message in your group, there's at least 100 people that will gladly send it to me. So don't be talking about only 5 or 6 people she's a little bit too close to. Y'all are delusional on another level if you actually believe that, okay? I heard all your voice notes this morning, honey chills. All of them, every single one. Now, let's move on. On the topic of Jaren. Sherry Ann and Jaren are my cousins. She knows we've had a conversation about Jaren. The details of that conversation are between her and I. Sherry Ann is his mother. I appreciate as a mother when people say things about your children, it might make you feel a particular way. But the truth is also the truth. So don't be talking about my 7-year-old child, okay? And people must remember they have a child. I remember every single day I have a child. That's why I get up every single morning and I hustle and I work and I try to pass on some degree of discipline and lessons to her that I have picked up along the way. And I'm trying to give her a good, solid foundation in this life because every Caymanian child is going to have it. Because we are all a disadvantage automatically. So let's get that straight. Sherry Ann and I cut from the same cloth. We might have had somewhat different upbringings and experiences in life. And a lot of things that we have experienced would be shared experiences and stuff as well. We come from a dysfunctional family. I'm the first one to admit it. I'm the first one to say it. I'm not putting up nothing. I'm not putting up my history, my background, the mistakes that I've made, and the shit that I've done. Guilty, 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 guilty. The difference is, I actually believe in change. I believe that we can change as individuals, and as a community, we can bring about change as well. So y'all can sit back and tell me, oh, well, she got child. Judge me all you want. But I know the work that I'm putting into my child every single day. Nobody else not raising my child but me and my husband. Okay? So let us be very, very clear. We need to stop cloaking up our children in their badness. And be very, very clear. I don't have to ask nobody for no information. Information comes to me. Okay? It is what it is. All right? So let me be very, very clear. I was not threatening Jaron about no job. The thing I also know about the company that he works for, right there in Caymanians, is that they're the type of company who do not like any drama. And Jaron needs to learn this. Y'all want to be on social media doing the most and in these groups doing the most and saying the most? What he should do is research that company that he works for and see the people that have been let go because they like to go on with too much foolishness on social media. That was the point of what was said to Sherry Ann yesterday. Y'all must keep things in context. Nobody has ever caused Jaron to lose his job but him himself. Let's also make sure that we keep that in context. Okay? Jaron lost his job at HSA, not because anybody was sending in any letter. I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know who Sherry Ann would be referencing to when she sent out that voice note this morning. No clue who sent a letter. But here's the thing. Okay? If Jaron had not lied to them about the fact that he was away on a doctor's appointment when he was actually on vacation with his girlfriend and children and putting them in a pageant and posting that all over social media. And then when they asked him to produce evidence that he was away at a medical appointment, of course, he couldn't produce any evidence because it was a lie. So he told them he had a doctor's referral and he couldn't produce a referral. So, of course, they made him resign. He's lucky that they gave him the opportunity to resign, to be honest. Some people have a lot of luck in this world. When their luck finally run out, then they gonna want to blame everybody under the sun. Y'all need to make your children, especially your adult children, start to take some accountability for their actions. Jaron not needs to get his life together. I don't care if he got one child or 50 children. As a father, he needs to get it together. And it is worse that he has all of these children and he's still not thinking about getting it together for the sake of his children. Really? That's why Jaron lost his job. He not lost no job because nobody wrote in nothing about Jaron. And listen to me. If you had listened to the show this morning, you would have also heard me say very, very clearly, and I want y'all to listen to me good, that there was a lot more that I could say about Jaron that I have never said. And Jaron, I know you listening to this voice note, and you need to take heed. You could tell people and be honest about, from cousin to cousin, I have called you and spoken to you heart to heart and said, Jaron, you need to get your act together, because the day I have to discuss all of this on you, man gonna know the truth about that little, oh, he's so funny, he's so cute, he's so this, Jaron Carter. I told you Must be 2 years ago. I said, Jaron, please don't ever make me have to talk about these things. And to this day, I've not spoken on them yet. I'm still holding my tongue and hoping that you and get your act together before it gets to that point. Because those stories would be detrimental. Nobody came and can hire you after that ish gets out. Right? And if y'all think it just this one incident that Jaron got fired over, y'all don't have no clue how many times HSA has given him opportunity after opportunity and all the stuff that was going on there. Please keep your mouth shut when you do not really know what is going on. That is the best recommendation that I can make. Because people know plenty. Y'all sit there and think people don't know. My God, y'all better pray about some of this stuff. Anyway, go listen to this segment. It was very, very clear in terms of what I was saying. Nobody wasn't trying to come at Jaron, but he knows he owes that man money for mashing up the man's car, right? Where was his license and insurance? Good question. Why hasn't he paid the man money now? He got a job right away, making good money at this new job. Not even to give the man $100. If it was you all who can sit down there criticizing and talking foolishness, right? If you were in this same situation as Mr. Grant, Mr. Carlton, or whatever his name is, you would be running to me same way for help. Oh, Miss Sandy, this person hit my car and I can't get compensated. You come to me same way. Put yourself in other people's shoes when things are done to you and see how you would feel. Jaron is going to force this man to take him to court to try and get that car fixed, and that is completely wrong. He needs to do the right thing. He gave his man his word. Since when in Cayman your word don't mean nothing? Well, apparently that happens a lot around here now. So Jaron, you have had months to do the right thing and you refuse to do it. The man sent me the voice note last week from Sherry Ann too. Y'all don't think I have all that stuff? Like I said, keep it up. I'm just sitting over here in my little corner looking at my nails and saying, here we go. Here we go. Just putting it in my files. You know, sometimes it's very easy to do the right thing. And when we refuse to do it, and then we're called out on it, then, oh, well, you know, this one, oh, Sandy Hill always talking this and that, blah, 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 blah. Y'all have more than enough opportunity to treat people how you would want to be treated and to do the right thing. Simple as that. Anyway, y'all continue messaging in your little group. I got to continue getting the messages and listening and having a good chuckle. Okay? I would encourage each and every one of us. We should know what we had to tolerate as children and the dysfunctionality in which we were raised up in. And if you can't try to change that narrative for your own children and maybe for your grandchildren, if you didn't do a good job as a mother, try and do a better job as a grandparent and help out, right? And see what you can do. That's where we should be at as a community. That's what I would love to hear being discussed in your groups. How many young people in this community, how many children are y'all reaching out to and helping and trying to make them have a better life? I not got to talk it, but trust me, I help people every single day. How many are y'all helping since y'all have so much to say? I would love to know. Anyway, my beautiful Caymanian people. Talking about, oh, there's so much acting going on CMR. Lord Jesus, y'all so silly acting. The truth slapping you in the faces and y'all still don't want to believe it. You know, oh, I don't like the messenger, so blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. Anyway, I'm going to take myself at my natural hairdo and go grab some lunch and run a few errands here today and then get back home and plan some after school stuff for my child because I got to keep her busy. And y'all have a beautiful day in the beautiful Cayman Islands. One love. We all Caymanians at the end of the day, so bring it on in, honey child. I give you a big Caymanian virtual hug.
And one more final point, even as it relates to this young man in Jaron with the vehicle that he hit while being uninsured and no license and whatever, right? I approached Jaron and spoke to him, and he said he would sort it out and he would deal with it. Gave him months to do so. And of course, he didn't do anything. His attitude, same attitude he has with the baby mamas, oh, make them take me to court. And then the court can take forever and this and that. So he thinks that gives him an upper hand. Okay. So he can't say that he wasn't given ample opportunity, which, as you guys know on this platform, I try to give people a chance to fix their situations first. right? But some people have this attitude that they can go around treating people any kind of way. Like I said, I can't fault HSA because I know how many opportunities he got there and some very serious accusations too. Y'all don't want to hear about that was going on there, right? So us as Caymanians, we have got to do better. When people give us opportunities, we must take advantage of it and give it our best and stop expecting this world to give us any handouts. And one final thing, there's some people talking about, oh, she always attacking politicians and this and that. We are paying them a very decent salary to do a particular job. So if we need to hold them accountable as we should, then that's what's going to happen. I'm not paying them to screw me literally like some other people are. Okay? And then they're going to turn around and give you something for screwing you. What sense does that make? We paying them already, right? So I'm not in bed with none of them. So it don't make no difference to me, figuratively or literally. So I don't care. My feelings not going to be hurt. So some people, they know where their interest lies, why they have to defend foolishness and why they can't speak up. Because they can put that peg on their headboard as well. Add that to the list. Like I said, don't get me to start talking, honey child. Let me go sit down and eat my little lunch from Liberties today, my little $7 lunch, and relax myself.